Good day, my dear students, and welcome back again to our general physics class. And today's topic, I'll be discussing electric potential energy and the electric potential. So, before we tackle their differences, allow me to present with you the objectives. So, you must first able to relate the electric potential with work, potential energy, and electric field. Calculate the electric field in the region given a mathematical function and solve problems involving electric potential energy and electric potential. So without further ado, let us now proceed to our main discussion. So when you say potential energy, so it's just simply related to in regards with the work and energy. Okay. Now, electric potential energy, when you say potential, it is a stored energy. So this results from the interaction of electric charges and it's measured in joules. So eventually, in applying this electric potential or from the term potential, di ba? Sinasabi nating may potential ka ba? Ano bang potential mo? So in Newton's explanation, everything has a potential. It means about to move. They have already stored energy and later a while they are about to move. In real life situation, pag sabi naman natin potential, you have the skills. You just need to be honed. Okay? Now, this energy depends on the object's charge, its position relative to other charges. So this is caused by Coulomb forces acting between charges objects. So going back or allow me to give you a little review for our previous topic. No, we have this Coulomb's law where we use this formula of F is equals to K and then charge 1, charge 2 over R squared. So, yung two charges na sinasabi natin dito, okay, we are referring on the energy that being produced of these charges. Kung sila ba ay nag-attract or hindi. Okay? So, apart from this, in getting this potential energy, one of our formula we're going to use is this, which is electric potential is equals to voltage, where voltage is equals to K constant multiplied to charge over distance. But before that, we tackle this or we use this formula. Allow me to introduce some more definition about this. Now, potential energy, sabi nga dito, ay related siya with the work and energy, right? So, with the use of work, we have here work is equals to F multiplied to distance, where this give us in every work there is a 1 Newton per meter or 1 joule. So eventually, pag sabi mong energy, there's a work. Okay? If there's a work, there's something produces heat na nangyayari. Okay? So, pag may galaw, okay, may gumagalaw o gumigalaw, eventually may work po na nangyayari. For example, you're pushing a box, throwing a ball, okay? O kaya, ito, yung falling down na ball. So, eventually, meron po siyang work and this just simply defined by its gravitational potential energy. For our gravitational potential energy, it just simply help us determine how much potential energy was being stored on a certain object by simply determining its mass multiply its gravity, which is 9.8 meter per second squared, and multiply by its height. So dito ma-determine natin yung kanilang GPE, right? Now, so on this point, pinakikita sa atin na work and potential energy is just the same. Okay? However, this resulted as in every potential and every stored energy, eventually they will be turned into a kinetic energy. Okay? So, if this A, okay, charge A changes its position, definitely there is a presence of work. If there's a work, definitely there is a kinetic energy. May paggalaw. Okay? Just like this one. Try to observe this picture. Dito kayo mag-focus sa kanyang graph. Okay? As you can see, the potential energy of this skater boy, makikita natin, ay wala. Wala pa, di ba? Wala pa siyang work, wala pang kinetic. However, as this boy started to skate, okay? So makikita natin, nag-skate na po siya. Definitely, there is an increase in its kinetic. So bakit daw? So a positive energy or the Q gains kinetic energy when it moves through an electric field. Now, this is a comparable to an object accelerating as it falls in a gravitational field. Next, in both cases, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, then definitely the force doing the work is conservative, meaning the work depends only on the start and end points. So, ibig sabihin, yung conservative work na sinasabi natin ito first by its end-to-end. Conserve stored energy potential. Now, when it starts to move, definitely the potential energy will turn into a kinetic energy. And as you can see, if there is a high, okay, if there is a high potential energy, there is a low kinetic energy. Mapapansin nyo naman sa graph. Diba? Dito, hindi pa siya gumagalaw, mataas ang stored energy niya. Now, when started to skate, mapapansin nyo po, there is a decrease in the potential energy. Therefore, there is a increase in its kinetic energy. Nasusundan? Okay? So, ganun po nangyayari. Then definitely, if there's a increase of kinetic energy, meron na po tayong work. Now, to sum it up, with the use of this summary, okay, tandaan po natin, in every high altitude, this is measured by its mass, gravity, and height. Sabi ko nga, with the use of GPE, gravitational potential energy. Okay? Now, when it was being used, ginamit na, start moving, definitely, there will be a conversion, which this kinetic energy can be measured with the use of this formula, with the use of 1/2 multiplied to its mass and velocity squared. Then definitely, there will be a low altitude where low potential energy, high kinetic energy. Nasusundan? Okay. Now, apart from this, in this electric potential energy, we mainly use this on an electric field. Sa electric field po natin, kung if you will able to remember, di ba, ang electric field po natin, we have this positive charge and negative charge, and this define yung kanilang attraction. So sabi natin before, right? If there is a closer connection, no, there's a greater attraction. Okay, kapag malalayo naman yung lines natin, there is a lower attraction. Now, para ma-determine po natin yan, we not just simply determine it through visual. So, by the use of this calculation, we can use this potential energy, okay, multiply to Coulomb constant, where we can use 8.99 times 10 to 9 Newton times meter squared per Coulomb squared, or we can use 9 times 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter squared per column squared. So, which pwede po natin silang gamitin. So, this, as we multiply to its charge 1, charge 2 over distance, this will give us a joules. Tandaan po natin, di ba, kay work po natin, there is a Newton meter. There's a Newton meter. So, ibig sabihin po, in every 1 Newton meter, there is a 1 joule. 1 joule or 1 joules. Ayan. So, dito po, kapag ginamit po natin siya in a formula, so try natin itong i-cancel yung kanilang mga SI unit. So, we have Newton times meter squared per column squared, and then multiply to column, 2 columns over meter. So, cancel tayo ng common like terms o common unit. So, cancel, and cancel. And then, cancel natin isang meter dito. Definitely, this will give us a Newton meter. So, ito na pong SI unit po natin for our electric potential. Again, in every 1 Newton meter is equals to 1 joules. Now, it says here that the potential energy per unit charge is called electric potential. It means that when we divide its potential energy on its positive test charge, we are now getting its voltage. Okay? Ibig sabihin po, this helps us to determine how much work was being produced on a certain potential energy. Okay? So again, when we divide the electric potential or the electric potential energy to its positive test charge, we are now getting the voltage. Or let's say that this electric potential energy is the work. So if you're going to search on that sa ibang mga sources po natin, madalas lumalabas po dyan is voltage is equals to work over charge. Definitely po, ito pong formula po is just the same to this one. We are referring to the electric potential energy. We are referring to the energy. Okay? Now, so the electric potential naman, pag sabing potential, electric potential, okay, this is a given point of a certain electric potential energy of a small test charge divided by the charge itself. Ibig sabihin po, we are referring to its given point. Okay? Para ma-determine natin how much was being produced, or there will be an attraction or not, or if there will be a work. Okay? So, yun yung define natin dito. Again, kapag EPE or electric potential energy, we are using it on an electric field. Pag electric potential, ginagamit natin ito pagdating sa given point, and we are dividing it to a small test charge. Now, this is why we can use this formula. O mapapansin nyo, ginamit niya naman dito is V. Right? So, just like this, this is just the same na yung binigay kong formula kanina, na V is equals to work over positive test charge. Now, when you say voltage, definitely, it is the pressure from an electric circuit power source that pushes charged electron or the current through a conducting loop, enabling them to do work such as illuminating light and other work. So, in brief, voltage is a pressure and it's measured in volts. So, ang sinasabi natin dito, voltage, definitely, nandito po yung ating battery. So, our battery has a two terminals, positive and negative terminals. Definitely, on a certain battery, may kanya-kanya po silang charges. Okay? Charges, how much volts? Let's say it gives you a 5 volts. So almost 5 volts of pressure ang ibinibigay niya for a certain battery that carrying, for example, a certain battery carrying a 1000 milliampere. So with the compensating pressure of 5 volts to a 1000 milliampere, definitely that is a very high. Pwede natin i-assume na mataas yun. Depende kung anong device or equipment ang pagaganahin niya. Okay? Then definitely, ohm, or this is called as the resistance. To simplify, this resistance is just simply limiting on the pressure that the volt's giving up. Okay? Para hindi po niya lahat-lahat ibubuhos, which may result kasi ng overload or overheat. Kaya kailangan po natin ng resistance. Ang resistance po ay nakikita on the motherboard ng mga computers, on the TV, sa mga electric fan. Minsan, there are devices that doesn't use resistance because they have already computed the amount of voltage and its amperes. But definitely, this is a very important ang paggamit po ng resistance para po hindi po mabibigla yung mga devices po natin. Normally, we have a 220 volts. So, yan yung mga nasa outlet po natin. So, with this 220 volts, hindi po lahat-lahat yan ay ibinibigay para mapaandar po ang isang device. For example, magbubukas ka ng electric fan, magpapailaw. Okay? So, with the use of this resistance, malilimit po how much current o electrons ang papadaloyin niya po. No? So, this is just a very brief concept and also be related to our next topic naman po natin on this next video, which is the Ohm's Law. Okay? So, from now, I'll give you a brief background about this picture. Moving forward, this is Alessandro Volta. He was an Italian physicist who made important contribution to electricity in 1745 to 1827. The importance of Alessandro Volta, this helped us to determine the flow of the electricity, the pressure, the current, and its resistance. So he first invented the electric pan, which was a precursor to the modern battery. Okay? So, ang laking ambag nung ginawa ni Alessandro Volta for us able to maximize this usage of battery. Because without it, syempre, it will be difficult for us to carry the energy. Tandaan po natin, nung discussion natin sa electric circuit, that the electrons or the negative charge are part of our environment. So, kalat-kalat yan. Okay? So, ang goal ng mga scientists natin is how can we store them? Okay? How can we store them? How we can replenish them and then recharge. Parang charge, recharge, so on and so forth. Okay? And with that, this volt is the SI unit for the electric potential, potential difference, and electromotive force. Okay, subukan natin to, no? And the first problem says that the work done by electric force as the test charge has a positive 2 times 10 to the power of negative 6 coulomb, moves from A to B, this gives us a work of positive 5 times 10 to negative 5 joules. Now, first objective is to find the difference in EPE between these points and determine the potential difference between these points. Now, for us to able to determine its difference, so sa first objective natin, yung difference ng EPE po natin, please take note that we able to get a negative work for every kinetic energy. Okay? From the kinetic energy, definitely, nagkakaroon siya ng negative work because there is a decrease of its potential energy. Tandaan natin, if there's an increase of kinetic energy, there's a decrease in potential energy. Now, in getting its difference, definitely, we use this formula of EPE of A over charge minus EPE of B the over charge. Okay, so by multiplying it by negative 1, okay, this will give us a negative 1 of charge of delta potential energy. When you say delta of potential of energy, there's a change of potential energy. Now, ang sabi dito sa atin, no, that the work of AB is equivalent to or is equals to of EPE over charge minus EPE of B over charge. Now, para makuha po natin ng work, definitely, sabi nga dito, no, if there is a increase of kinetic energy, therefore, there's a decrease of potential energy. That's why, sabi natin dito, in negative 1 over charge of a change ng potential energy, so we multiply that to work, dito sa work natin, definitely, lalabas dito, no, that the delta of electric potential is equals to negative work over charge. Again, yung delta natin ng electric potential dito is referring to the voltage. Okay? So, now we have the formula. Analyze naman natin yung diagram dito. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo po that we have the point A and the point B. So, point A natin, it has a charge of positive 2 times 10 of negative 6 coulomb, which has a work of positive 5 times 10 to negative 5 joules. Okay? Now, sabi dito, it moves. So, it goes down. Definitely, kapag po meron tong galaw, our work becomes negative. Okay? So, to find this difference natin, definitely by analyzing yung work na binigay sa atin dito dahil meron siyang decrease, okay? Or let's say may paggalaw na. This will give us a negative 5 times 10 to negative 5 joules. And with that, meron na po tayong work. We can now divide it, okay? We can now divide it to its charge. Yung charge natin dito ay positive 2 times 10 to the power of negative 6 coulomb. Okay? So, sulat lang natin the difference for the electric potential. Okay, we have 5 times 10 to negative 5 joules over 2 times 10 to negative 6 coulomb. This will give us a potential difference of negative 25 volts. And that will be the answer for this example 1. Okay? Now, what does it mean? So, sa A po natin, kaya siya negative 5. Again, the fact that EPE-B minus to EPA is negative means that the charge has higher electric potential energy at A than B. Ibig sabihin po, meron pong electric potential dito sa A natin. Wala siyang galaw. Maybe it is in a stationary, naka-rest lang siya, then definitely meron siyang increase o higher. Okay? Now, nagkaroon tayo ng kinetic energy, definitely nabawasan. Nagkaroon tayo ng decrease. So, therefore, on this B, definitely magkakaroon po siya ng decrease of its energy, which becomes our work. Okay? Now, to further explain the letter yung B natin, yung answer natin sa letter B na negative 25 volts, definitely, sabi dito, the fact that the volts for B minus to volt A, which is same lang naman po na EPE at EPE, B at A natin, negative means that the electric potential is higher at A than at B. So, same explanation lang din po tayo dito. That the energy of A is in potential or naka-rest po siya. Now, nung gumalaw, nagkaroon po siya ng kinetic energy which it has a work. Nagkaroon po tayo ng work. Okay? Now, going back again, sabi natin that the formula of volts is equals to negative work of divided by to its positive test charge. Definitely, there will be cases that work will not be negative all the time. Okay? Because there is no negative work. Hindi mo naman siya mababawi, di ba? Most likely, when the work is done, always positive. So, the original formula for this one is voltage is equals to work over positive charge, test charge. Ito po yung nagagamit po talaga natin na formula. Okay? Now, another thing is that the work is not always in negative because we are following the another principles of conservative energy. Okay? So, balikan nyo na siya mamaya doon sa slides natin or you can review back again this video para makuha natin kung saan itong conservative energy natin. Okay? Conserve yung work done natin. So, definitely, ayun siya. Okay? Now, it's just that itong problem kasi natin, it gives an explanation of there is a movement from positive to negative. Okay? That is why we're able to get this value of negative 5 times 10 to the power of negative 5 joules. And when we apply that to our formula in getting the voltage, definitely we got negative 25 volts. Now, to further have a practice about this electric potential energy, okay, let's try by getting its first, the joules. Paano ba natin makukuha yung joules na yan at paano paggamit ng formula na ito? So, example on this diagram, okay, what is the electric potential energy at the right charge? So, let's say this is our right charge. We have the negative 3 times 10 to negative 15 coulombs. So, using this formula, we just simply remember how we able to use the Coulomb's law. But instead that our distance is in b squared, okay? Kailangan i-squared yung distance natin. Dito hindi na, no need to be squared. Okay? So just simply remember the Coulomb constant. We have the 8.99 times 10 to 9 Newton meter squared per Coulomb squared. Okay? Again, you may use 8.99 or 9 for the Coulomb constant. Okay? Now, so we have the charge 1, we have the charge 2, and we have the distance. So can we now apply to our formula? Definitely, yes. So as we put or substitute everything, the value of the following given on our formula, ito yung kalalabasan niyan. Okay? And with that, our potential energy will be negative 1.9 times 10 to negative 17 Newton meter. Bakit Newton meter ulit? So, balikan lang ulit natin. Dito, okay, cancel natin ang dalawang column. And then, cancel natin isang meter dito. So, this will give us a Newton meter for our SI unit for this potential energy. So, definitely, this negative 1.9 times 10 to negative 17 Newton meter, this is also is equal to negative 1.9 times 10 to negative 17 joules. And therefore, meron na po tayong EPE. Ayan. Okay? Now, for this electric potential, which we will be focusing on the use of voltage, it says here that it is the difference in electric potential energy per unit charge between 2 points in an electric field. Okay? So we use this electric potential for us to determine its difference in electric potential energy. Kaya ginagamit natin kanina for us to determine the voltage is we use the EPE over charge, or voltage is equals to work over charge. Ay, ginagamit natin kanina. So, ulit-ulit natin maririnig yung electric potential difference. So, pag sabi mong electric potential difference, definitely we are referring to the voltage. Now, it tells us how much work is needed to move a charge between those points. Kasi, voltage is defined as a pressure. So, how much work ang kailangan niyang ibigay para po masupplyan niyo yung certain device natin with enough current. Now, the formula again that we're using here is the voltage is equals to EP over charge, or let's say the negative work over charge. Okay? And this one we use definitely on equipotential surface, which will be discussed on the latter part. Okay, but let us take note about this one. This formula mostly used in the equipotential. So definitely, this one equipotential po natin is just like the same with the potential energy, but this one we use this also in the electric field. Okay, with the help of the Coulomb constant multiplied to charge and over distance for us to get its total voltage on a certain electric field. Now, so again, the SI unit for this one is joule per coulomb. So yung EPE po natin dito, that is a Newton meter or joules. Then this one is coulomb. So this will give us a joule per coulomb or volt. Now, let's try this one. So with the given data above, what is the total electron potential voltage at point A? Okay, so ito po hahanapin natin para makuha po natin yung kanilang total electric potential. And example of this one, we are in a state of electrical field or electric field. So we're going to use this V1 or voltage is equals to KQ over distance. Okay. Another thing is that on the voltage, we use this one if there's a presence of charge 1 and the charge 2. Okay. Now, after that, we just simply add as we get the quotient of this to voltage, yung voltage po natin, we just simply add it. Okay, so let us get the voltage 1. So by substituting everything on our given formula, So we get this 9 times 10 to the power of 9. That is our Coulomb constant. Again, you may use 8.99 or 9. It's just the same. And we multiply to the first charge, Q1, na negative 5 times 10 to the power of negative 6, and our first distance. So this will give us a negative 45,000 volts. You may get a negative 44.9, I guess. But if you use 9, a Coulomb constant, we get negative 45,000 volts. And next, for our voltage number 2, by substituting again the following values, okay, so this will give us a 15,000 volts. So by adding them up, there you will get a negative 30,000 volts for the total of electric potential of the given above. Moving forward, so using a zero reference, potential infinity determine the amount by which a point charge of 4, positive 4 times 10 to the power of negative Coulomb alters the electric potential at a spot of 1.2 meters away when the charge is positive and B negative. This example, ang gagawin naman natin, what if there will be, not there will be, kumbaga, i-determine natin yung next point niya. Okay? What will be its next point? Okay? From its reference. Okay? Kaya sasabi natin zero reference, no? So, from its starting point, okay, from its starting point, how much potential energy kaya yung ma-acquire niya from the next, okay? So, using the formula of V is equals to K Q over distance. So, we'll be using this charge of positive and then using this as for our distance. Sabi dito, positive and negative. So, magiging dalawa po ang paggamit natin ng formula. Isa po for positive and another one is for voltage for negative. So, ang gagawin lang naman natin, napakadali lang. No? Eventually, at this point, yung charge po natin dito ay gagawin po nating positive 4 times 10 to the power of negative 8 Coulomb. And this one naman po, okay, gagawin lang natin siyang negative. Okay? And with that, this will give us an answer of positive 3 volts. And for letter B, this will give us a negative 3 volts. So let's try another one. So at location A and B, find the total electric potential. So ang sabi dito ay total electric potential, and we have here the charge 1, the charge 2, we have this 2 distance for A and 1 distance for B. So definitely the formula that we're going to use to find the total, we use this V is equals to K multiplied to charge, charge over distance. So definitely, if we have 2 charges, so we got voltage A1 and then we got voltage B2 or the B2. So ganun ang gagawin natin, no? So another thing, dahil dalawa yan, definitely dalawa yan, no? Okay. We have voltage A1 for the Q charge 1, voltage A2 for the Q charge 2. And then we got here the voltage B1. Yung V1 natin para sa charge 1, and then voltage B2 para naman sa charge 2. So, yun ang gagawin natin. Okay? Now, so, to make it short, ang gagawin lang po natin dito, okay? First, for our VA1 natin, okay, is equals to yung K constant natin, yung multiply natin siya first dito sa 8 times 9 to the power of negative 9 coulomb over 0.2 meters. Okay? Next, for our voltage A2, for our charge 2, so coulomb constant multiplied to this one, okay, over, ang distance natin dito is the distance between A to this charge. Okay? Yung distance niyan. So definitely, if the distance of B has a 4 meters, we just simply add to the 0.2 meters of A. So definitely, this will give us of 0.6 meters. Okay? Next, for our VB, ganun ulit, VB1, K constant coulomb multiplied to charge 1. Itong charge 1 natin. Over, so yung distance ng charge 1, mapapansin po natin, we got 2. No? Add lang ulit natin itong dalawa. This will give us of 0.4 meters. Okay? So, from there, B, okay, from B to discharge, it has a 4 meters. Kaya yun nakuha po natin. Okay? For voltage B2 naman po natin, we have the K constant coulomb multiplied to charge 2 over, that's the distance po ni B na 4 meter. To make it short, para mas maintindihan po natin, here's the computation. Also the answer. Ayan. So, buhayin na natin to. So, dito po, makita po natin, for our voltage A, we got a positive 240 volts. And then, for voltage B, we got 0 volts. So, by adding them up, for us to get the total voltage, okay, definitely, voltage A plus voltage B, so that is 240 volts. And then 0 volts, odd mo lang yan, definitely we got 240 volts for our total. Next. So, another problem, a charge 2 coulomb is moved between 2 points with potential difference of 5 volts. How much work is done? So, what we are using here, or what we're about to use here, is a derived formula because we are going to determine the work. Okay? If you guys recall, our formula is voltage is equals to work over Q, right? So, with the expression, okay, we just simply multiply it by charge. Okay. And so charge. So cancel. So definitely we have work is equals to charge multiplied to volts. So this will be our formula. Substitute lang natin, work is equals to 2 coulomb multiplied to 5 volts. Okay, and there we got 10 joules. Another, two charges, Q1 is equals to 3 coulombs and Q2 is equals to negative 2 coulombs, separated by a distance of 2 meters. What is their electric potential energy? So at this point, ang sabi dito, what will be its electric potential energy? So, ang potential energy po natin will be K multiplied to charge 1, charge 2 over distance by substituting all the given. So, PE is equals to 9 times 10 to positive 9 multiplied to 3 multiplied to 2 over 2 meters. So definitely, this will give us an answer of negative 18 times 10 to the power of 9 joules. Now, to summarize this one, so electric potential definitely refers to the amount of electric potential energy per unit charge at specific point. It is measured by volts and represents the work needed to move a unit, a positive charge from a reference point to the given point, and depends on the position of the charge in an electric field. For the electric potential energy, the energy has a charge because of its position in an electric field, measured in joules, increases when a charge is moved against the electric field and decreases when moved with the field. Depends on the charge's amount and its position relative to other charges or electric fields, and can be thought of as the work needed to move a charge within the field. Now, another summary that I could give with you is that when to use the following formula. So we use voltage is equals to work over charge when there is a work done and magnitude of charge. So this will give us a unit of joules per coulomb for us to get voltage or volt. Next, we use V is equals to K multiplied to charge over distance. If there is a isolated point charge with a certain distance. And also, this will be used for us to get the total voltage. So, it may varies on a certain problem. So, it's a matter of analysis for us to determine what a certain formula we're going to use. Now, another thing is we use this formula of potential energy is equals to K multiplied to charge 1, charge 2 over distance when you need to determine the potential energy between two charges separated by distance. So another thing for that, or for you to be easily remember it, no, try to analyze of the problems that I presented with you earlier. Try to assess kung paano nabubuo yung mga certain problem, no, or yung mga sentence construction, kung ano yung mga hinihingi for us to able to analyze what formula we're going to use and how we are going to do with it. Okay, and that will be the end of this discussion. Thank you and see you again for my next video.